Hi everyone, welcome to UAW Local 685. Today I'm here with Mandy Drake, my Vice Chair of Howard County CAP,
Good morning.
and Lisa Washington. As you can see, she has her sign in the back, Vote for Lisa Washington for County Commissioner District 1. Hi Lisa, thank you for joining us today here in the offices of UAW Local 685. And we just kind of want to bring you in and tell you thank you for putting your name on the ballot. It was a brave, up and coming thing to do, especially being a woman. Well, I don't think we've had a woman in Howard County Commissioner seat yet, so hopefully you'll be the first. So tell us a little bit, of what was the fire in your belly? What motivated you to put your name on the ballot? What was that one issue you could not let go of?
So this goes way back to probably when I was a teenager. I have always had an interest in politics. I went to DC as a high school student. I actually lived in DC for 6 months.
Oh, exciting.
When I was in college, because I have I have a bachelor's in political science and a bachelor's in nursing. And as part of my job now, I actually am involved in going down to the State House and being active and involved in the legislative bills that are taking place. So we go down, I work for Indiana Minority Health Care. We go down twice a year and we take our legislative priorities as an organization, and we meet with our local legislators, as well as throughout the year as our legislative priorities kind of shift. We are involved with a lot of the statewide organizations, or I should say statewide legislators.
And so you meet a lot of people
Yeah.
on a day-to-day
Yeah.
work. It sounds like a hobby that once was a hobby, politics, has now turned into your passion.
It has.
And hopefully your career moving forward. So I know Mandy and I, we love the political world. It's something that we're passionate about, and
Right.
it does consume 17, 18 hours a day, and somewhere we still make dinner and get the kids off to bed.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is.
The
It's
things
refreshing.
us as women do.
That's right.
It does. It's a
You
lot
do.
of fun.
Yeah. And, as far as, what issues put those things in my belly. So when I did those internships, I did things on banking and housing. When I became a nurse, one of the things that I saw as a nurse was the access issue. So when
Like
I worked
access to
to
healthcare?
healthcare,
Okay.
and
On a county level, do you see that still a struggle
we
today?
still see that as a struggle today here in Howard County. So, there has been talk of the healthcare deserts that we have. And as a statewide issue, we have maternal. If we're talking as women, we have 33 counties in this state that do not have maternal care.
Wow.
33, and there's what, 92
There's
counties?
92.
92 counties in the state of Indiana, 33 do not have this.
That's almost
care.
half.
It's a
Wow.
third. It's a third, and one of the issues that I have worked very hard on in my current job is infant mortality and maternal mortality. And so there was Vanessa Summers is a state rep actually for Indianapolis, and she works for Indiana Minority Health Care. And she just did a session on maternal mortality. So, when we talk about maternal mortality, we're talking about women who die within 1 year of giving birth.
Oh,
And
wow.
so
That number is so larger than what I thought or
Right.
what I knew.
Right. And we know that there are, these are preventable. We think a significant number of these are preventable deaths. Now, one of the things that Indiana Minority Health Care really rallied for and was able to do was to get, along with other partners, was to get Medicaid covered longer for women after they had their baby.
Like, you mentioned longer, so you guys took us, what was it originally?
Originally, and I don't know the exact number, but it was probably about 30 days, 30 to 60 days.
After a woman had a child, So then you worked with legislatures?
They worked with legislators.
Okay, and you got it moved to, what is it currently?
Now it's a year.
Okay,
Now it's a
after
year.
they had, wow, because a lot of, we're blessed by the UAW, we have health care.
Right.
But you know what, not all our family works in the auto industry.
Right.
Or covered under a union negotiated contract.
Right.
So we have cousins, we have, family out there that aren't, and I didn't realize that the number had changed.
Right. And, the other thing that, I have worked with other organizations like Family Services Administration is educating women on their health before they even become pregnant. So what we want is we want people to know you can't have a healthy pregnancy if you're not healthy before you become pregnant.
Absolutely.
And so, I say know your numbers. And so, simple things like your family history. And are you having your blood pressure checked? Have you, and those are things that those of us who have insurance, that's part of our routine annual visit.
We
Now,
take it for granted that we're not
Right.
writing out a check after we leave the office a lot of times.
Right. And the other thing is, even we talk about people who are underinsured. So if you're underinsured, you might not have the money in your pocket to pay for the cost of a lab. And
Right.
labs can be pretty
Very
expensive.
expensive.
Now, one of the things that I would say that I have been able to do along with other organizations is we give free health assessments. And so that is one of the things that we have done to try to help this county. Our county, in terms of health outcomes, sits way at the bottom. We do free diabetic teaching. We go out to organizations and give talks on things like nutrition and cancer. So this month is breast cancer month. So yesterday I went to Indiana Black Expo and I gave a talk on breast cancer, and I took some little models.
So you're reaching out past Howard County. So kind of like what I'm hearing here in media, I'm not sure if we're like hearing the same thing, but a lot of the infant mortalities and health care deserts for young women, pregnant women, is this some of the drive that you would like to see solved in Howard County as county commissioner?
Yeah, and
because we
keeping
got that
in
healthcare.
mind,
it sounds like that's a big importance. Women's health care, men's health care, young children's health care. That seems like a top priority for you in this county commissioner's race.
Right. And so we keep in mind, what the county commissioner does. So the county commissioner, obviously, they make ordinances. They also they're working with the budget. They're working hand in hand with the county council.
If you got elected, let's say you win the election. Elections are right here, came win. You're the winner. What's one of the first things you want to see done? How are you going to work with the other two?
First things I want to see done.
Are you going to look at the other two county commissioners and say, hey, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's get this done.
And that's right. So it's I'm one of 3 county commissioners. I want to set that.
Right. Then you're going to look at the other two.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the other two as a
say?
team approach. And one of the things that I talked about in the debate was and this all ties into what we've talked about, are the food deserts that we have. We know that there are food deserts in this county.
Yes.
And so we want to work on solutions to what we can do with health deserts. And that is something that they've had some sessions on.
So we got health care deserts, we got food deserts. And those are 2 of your top priorities.
Yeah.
I love that because we've been up in, even especially on the north side of Kokomo, you're looking for a grocery store. You've got to literally go 10 miles. You can't just go around the corner and pick up bread, milk, tortillas, pizza rolls, like my kids would always say.
Yeah.
And those are like miles away. And they're like, well, hold on, I have to go 20 minutes to town to go get tortillas, pizza rolls, or whatever it is they want.
Right, and
so you're right. That'd be great.
When I went to when we went to a community foundation, and they separated it by nonprofits nonprofits. One of the things, we had a minister there who said he actually he takes his older parishioners out every Sunday, and they don't like going to the bigger supermarkets. They don't like Walmart in particular because it's so big.
Yes. Overwhelming.
And they like Kroger's because it's a little smaller. And so then, that also kind of ties into transportation, which is another thing that we've also had listening sessions on. And so, one of the things that I really, as a commissioner, want to emphasize is more transparency and letting people know more about what is going on in our county government.
Absolutely.
So,
I love that.
Yeah,
I
we
love that.
want.
It's a good way to,
Right.
end our
That's
session
a problem.
today.
Even with us in the UAW, people, that's one thing, we want transparency and to just know what's going on. I think
Right.
that is something major that is a disconnect.
Right.
So,
The citizens of Howard County have more transparency,
Right.
increase our groceries, do away with the food deserts, the healthcare deserts. You come with a lot of things that our voters definitely need, and a lot of our voters that live in your district
Right.
are our UAW members, are our
Absolutely.
IBW members, are steel workers. So many different
Right.
paths of different great unions in this community. So let's get out and vote. Early voting starts
Early
October
voting.
12th.
Today.
Yes,
Today.
Early voting starts today.
Yes.
Awesome. It starts till 6 p.m. They can probably vote at the Howard County Government Center.
Yeah, it's now the Jeff Stout Government Center.
All right.
So,
looking forward to that.
yeah.
Yes.
So, yes,
Let's
please
get out and
get out
vote.
and vote.
Yes.
Lisa Washington,
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
thank you.
Thank you for coming. Bye.